We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. We're live everywhere. And I'm in Minnesota, and Jacky's in South Africa. We love technology when you use it for the right reasons. So today, one of my favorite tools, I have so many, is the eMagazine. And it's about how you can have fun, how you can be so creative, and you can make money. And you can make money this week. We're going to give you ideas and tips so that you can use it in different ways. And my mind is just spinning with them. So I would like to introduce one of my favorite people to follow is Jacky de Klerk. Woo-hoo! Jacky has really simple training. When she takes a complex subject, she just breaks it down real simple. So I'm going to hand it over to Jacky. She's going to do some demos and give you some ideas on how you can make money. So if you need cash for the holiday season, we've got some plans for you. Jacky, take it away.
Hi, Brenni. It's awesome to be on your show. I really appreciate this and this opportunity to speak to the people about the passion that I have, which is obviously magazines. And I'm actually a very creative person. And the way I fell into the magazine is actually by default, to put it that way. I was on another type of platform for a very long time, and I eventually came over to Build It All. And when this specific app was launched in Build It All, it was like heaven to me because I am a creative person. My background is cake decorating. And people normally think I talk about cake decorating and now I go bake a cake. That's not what it is. I hate baking. There's a difference between baking and cake decorating. And it's not really the fact that it's food that you play with. I mean, play with your food kind of thing. It's more the idea of being creative. So whether I draw, whether you paint, whether you make things with cake, it is the idea of being creative. And I think that is what I love so much about Build It All, is because we can create to our heart's content. It's not like some of the platforms that gives you a set theme to work with. Here you can splash and you can do just whatever you like.
So in the magazine, I want to say something about what popped in my head when you're talking about cake decorating is I always like to watch those shows because we don't make that frosting or whatever you call it that goes over and molds, and then they get to use airbrushes with paint. I'm like, what? Made me want to cake decorate, to be honest with you. That's how I think of Build It All. It's not just a cake with that little making roses. It's making a presentation that people go, what?
Exactly. We play with food. That's basically what it is. Your parents would tell you, stop playing with your food. We tell the cake decorator, start playing with your food, because that is what you do. And the same with Build It All. You know what? You are playing with your tools. That's basically what you do at the end of the day. So with the magazine kind of thing, when it came on board, or when they exposed it to me, or they showed it me, or the application became alive, I thought I'm going to start playing around with this little gadget, because I'm not really an affiliate marketer as much kind of thing. I'm more a creative person, and I felt like this is the type of thing that I want to try. And I was looking for something that can just increase my business a little bit, because I had this cake decorating course teaching people how to start a cake decorating business from home. So I brought that course over to Build It All. And I thought, I need to find a way to make more money by not just having this course. There need to be something else. So I thought of, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of research and see what is out there digitally, because I saw this magazine. I know about so many different kinds of apps out there that does digital magazine, but it is so expensive. Mm-hmm. It is mind-blowing the amount of money that you need to pay to just issue one magazine. And with Build It All, it's unlimited. You can do as many magazines as you like. So I did a test. And I'm not a Facebook fan when it comes to paid advertising. I believe my business is all organic. I'm not going to take a cent out of my pocket to pay to a company that's actually supposed to pay me. Because if you think about it, we are giving our information to Facebook and they sell it. That's literally what's happening.
That's exactly. It is not a friend. It's a marketing platform.
Exactly. It's not free. We are giving our information to be able to use their platform. So I basically decided I need to find an organic way, and I need to find a way that I'm not going to pay. So I created this magazine, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was wondering whether this is going to work, because the first magazine really took me months to create, more than I expected, because there was trial and error. I had to figure out how certain things work. And English is not my mother tongue, so I had to figure out if my grammar is correct. So it took a long time to get through the motions and get the elements that I want to add inside of the magazine in such a way that it's appealing to the eye. Because I know how I am. If I pick up a magazine or something and it's boring, I'm going to put it down immediately. I'm a visual person. I need to see visuals. So I created my first magazine. There wasn't really much links and things like that. I needed to find people that's going to contribute towards the magazine, because where on earth am I going to get all that content? I've got some content. I can shoot some tutorials to add to it, but I need to give value to my readers, even though they're getting the magazine for free, because that was the whole idea. If I can give this magazine for free, I'm giving them value, but I want the email address so that I can sell to them at a later stage my course. That is the whole idea, because I've got this course sitting there, but I don't want to pay ads. So I need to find a lead magnet in some way to get these people to actually subscribe, and then I can sell to them at a later stage, because it's value, take.
Yeah, lead magnet, guys. That means you do it all the time. And this is equal exchange of energy in the spiritual world. So what you're doing is you say, wow, a cake e-magazine? Because I did send that to one of my friends who does cakes, and she was like, what? It's just awesome. So you say, I'll give you my email address, and then you're going to give me, this one is a downloadable cake magazine. So that's what we say when we say lead magnet, guys, because it's leading you to purchase this, and then if you like it, you're going to want to follow her and take her course.
Absolutely. It's about, in the digital marketing world, it's about give, take. Give, take. It's a continuously, you almost have to get to the point where you make them feel terrible not to give their money to you. That's basically what it is, because you are playing on the emotions. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. You play on emotions until up to a point that they want to buy the course from you, and you've built that value and that trust, that know, like, and trust that people always talk about. The magazine is one of the best tools to create authority instantly. It's not normally, if you start a blog or something like that, it's going to take time to keep adding content to that blog and for people to start reading it. Now, with a magazine, you give so much value in one shot, and then the next one again and again. And then the people start to see you as an authority in that specific field. And then they've got no doubt to buy your course, because you know what you're talking about. You've been provided the information that you need. And at the end of the day, you can sell anything to them. You can sell ice to them, and they're going to buy it.
Well, so Jacky, that's what worked for me. I saw Jacky demo the magazine, and I'm like, well, where do I get this magazine? I want to buy it. So she sent me a link, and I dove into it because she's talking about a cake magazine. Let's expand our mind a little bit, what you can do with this if you have a business. I want you, as she's explaining, and then when we do a little demo for you, you're going to go, you guys, you are a way step ahead of everybody. I'm 100,000,000% confident of this, because I guarantee you, if whatever your business, coaching, lose weight, it doesn't matter. This magazine is so awesome. It's going to put you up here, because I haven't seen anything out there unless you want to pay and then not be able to edit and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you have to remember, Brenni, it's about the magazine is not just, here is a visual magazine and I want leads. It is so much more. There's strategy behind this whole thing. There's a huge strategy behind the magazine. Besides the fact that you're going to create an email list that is incredibly targeted. Facebook can't even give you targeted traffic like the magazine, because a person that is not interested in cake decorating is not going to subscribe for that magazine. Right. So the people that it falls onto your list is so targeted. And if you build that list, let's say you've got 10,000 subscribers and you, Brenni, own a company that sells cake flour. And I come to you and I say to you, you know what? I can give you advertising space in my cake magazine that's been distributed to 10,000 dedicated, targeted customers. This is my fee. You are not going to think twice to get
No.
into that magazine. And you're going to want to do that on a continuous basis. And that is just one way how you can monetize it. You don't even have to get the content, because you can find contributors out there in your specific area. Like in my area, it's cake decorators. And I will go to the cake decorators and says, do you want to advertise your business in my magazine? You can get it for free. The only thing that you need to do is write an article or give me a tutorial, and I'll give you the advertising for free. So I'm not generating the content anymore. The content is being generated by somebody else. And you have to think about finding ingenious ways of lessen your work, but increasing your capacity or your income.
Jackie,
And
I
that
have
is
to make a comment because I had listened to you and you were talking about that, and I'm like, oh, I'll just ask a couple people if they would write an article, because you know all the stuff we got going on. We say hashtag no sleep builder all because we get excited.
true.
I couldn't wait for this interview today. That's what we want from you. So guys, I got so excited I kind of lost track there. Anyway, so I'll let you take it away, and if it pops back in my head, I'll go off with it.
Yes. And then the other thing is, so what I basically done is, once I've got all these people now, I've got all the subscribers and I've got the companies that wants to go into wants to advertise. Now you start putting that in, but it doesn't end there. So what is the next level of monetization? The next level is to become an affiliate for companies out there that is similar to your niche. So I would go and find other companies like Cake Flix, or I would go to companies that has got affiliate marketing programs for this specific industry, the cake industry, or even places like Walmart that sells cake decorating stuff. And I would sign up with them and I would add those links, affiliate links, with the images in the magazine. And when they click on those links, guess who's going to get the commission? I'm going to get the commission. So that's another level of monetization.
Okay,
So
so I did remember. I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but okay, so I did that, and I'm feng shui is what I'm known for, but all kinds of modalities. So I've interviewed over 600 holistic people, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to ask a couple. I asked 5 people, and immediately I heard you're doing this. They were all contacting me that they wanted to be part of this magazine and be able to write articles. And you guys, it's called referral marketing. That's what I like. So if I like
absolutely.
Jackie and she does a good job, which she does, and I did purchase her product, then I'm like, you know what? Other people need this. All I'm doing is referring somebody. It's not a bad thing. So mine
Mm,
blew up. I have all these people lined up now that are going to write articles. So I have content for at least, I would say, 2 months. And I'm just getting started. So mine's all free. Do you like this?
absolutely.
There's nothing out there like what I'm doing because it's holistic and spiritual niche, and they may not be great in technology, which most are not.
Exactly. And you know what? You take that even a step further, Brenni. Now, even if you've got the affiliates and you've got people and contributors writing for your magazine, you've got the big companies paying paid advertising for it. You even have in my niche now, the cake decorators paying for advertising because they don't have the time to write
Right.
those articles, so they need to pay for it. Then there's even a higher step that you need to take. It doesn't end there. Eventually, I started to sell websites inside of it to this specific niche. So
Yeah.
now on my web agency I'm building websites for people in the cake industry because I use my magazine as the funnel for all these different kinds of things. I actually call it an ecosystem. My
It
magazine
is.
is my ecosystem because
And
it goes in so many different areas and directions that you can monetize from different kinds of areas. And you also utilize Google AdSense. I'm
you know,
now putting Google AdSense in my magazines as well.
you guys, it's amazing because as a community, we become a family, and I'm in a lot of different courses. We're always taking stuff to grow and to learn more. So she's talking about AdSense. That isn't just some simple thing, snap. Let me tell you, I'm pretty smart, and wow. So just that right there, to be able to have somebody who understands AdSense is going to blow up. But when you said the cake person, yeah, they want to make cakes. That's their passion. They don't want to be in there doing a magazine and all that. Now, a video to promote their new recipe or something, heck yeah. So, guys, I want you to think of that right now. You're a coach, whatever it is you do, let's start applying what she's saying, and then we can take you right through it. I want to make one more comment about Jacky. I do love Jacky, I just have to say.
Oh,
I
thank you.
probably You're like probably my favorite person I followed for training. Is she really, it's hard to say what she does, because I found the eMagazine through her and it was awesome. So I started following her for that. But I'm in her group, and guys, we have groups for free in Builderall. And what I love is I was gone in the background for about 2 years in grief, but I can go to her group and not be there live, and she has it organized like the website. You go through every single element. There is no reason nobody, they can't edit a website, and we give templates and all this stuff. So I just wanted to give a shout out to her. And guys, you can still join our group even if you're not in Builderall, but you will want to be in Builderall when we show you some of these tools. You'll go, where has this been? And it works great. Yes. Okay, Jacky, sorry,
That's
I had
true.
to pump off.
That's true. I think I should share my screen so that you guys can see a few of the magazines. Now, I'm only going to show you the cake decorating magazines. I'm sure Brenni has already showed you the Builderall magazine that I done recently. And it looks like the BA magazine is going to be every 3 months. So we are still in the process and getting all of that organized. It's not cast in stone yet. So we are so busy. There's so many tools that has come out that we are trying to stay up to date, to create training videos and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to show you this. I'm also busy with a health magazine, but that is now on the sideline. So I'm just going to show you the cake decorating magazine for now. The samples, or some of them that I've done. I'm just going to go share my screen here.
You know, while you're doing that, I want to make a comment, guys. As Builderall pulled me out of depression, and I'm talking deep down the rabbit hole depression, because I would show up for a meeting, they'd get me excited. You can't help but get excited when there's 100 people excited. And then I would go and do what they told me to do and get back there. There's so many tools that you get excited. And that mine is, how can I help people? I want to help you guys make money. And Jacky is going to show me as soon as you share your screen, I'll pop it up there.
All right, great. Let me see.
She's never used StreamYard before, guys, but she will. There, it's coming. So I'm going to zip out of here and let you do your presentation.
All right, cool. So this is a part of my cake decorating website. This is actually a members page. People don't normally can get to this section if they are not a member. And to be a member, all I want is an email address. That's literally all I need. So you can see it says our free cake decorating magazine, our visual experience that you will not forget. But okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go into detail. And you can see this was my very first magazine I created. I'm very proud of the first version. I think it came out quite awesome. And it was also the most pages. I think I did around 72 pages. I'm going to show you the sample just now. Then I had September and October. You can see I did one magazine every month. And at a point, I stopped because COVID happened and a lot of things happened in between. And then there was a business edition right here. And I'll tell you the story about the business edition just now. And this is the one I released now in November. Now, the reason with the business edition is during the COVID period, everybody was running around like mad and there was no time really to go into it. And I was at that point busy working on AdSense. And I wanted to test AdSense. So I needed a magazine where I can quickly add the AdSense as a test and send it out and see what happens. And it was a huge success. That's why it's called Business Edition. In this magazine, I basically talk about the business side of cake decorating. But I will show you that now. Let me just go show you the other one and we'll get back to the Business Edition. I've already opened up this cake mag here. So this is basically it. The front page, we don't have any clickable links at this stage because obviously you don't want people to click out at that level. And then we've got the table of contents. Now you can add clickable links to all of these things so that it jumps to the right page. But for me, in a magazine, I would not do that because you want the people to see each and every single page. So I'm not going to give them the option to jump around in the magazine. I want them to page through every page. Here at the bottom, you can see it says magazine web page. That is a link. If they click there, it's going to go to my website. Here is a contact me area as well. And then we're going to go to the next. And this is the advertising space. So people, if they are interested in a full page or a half page or a middle page, they will just click on the pricing. It will send them to the website where they can get more information. Then we've got this School of Cake Design. This people actually wrote an article for me. And I gave them free publicity, and they also added a video. So if I click on this, it's going to go to a video. At this stage, we did not have the video function inside of Builderall. So I had to manipulate the software somehow so that I could add my video there. So it does go outside. If I click there, that's why I'm not clicking now. It will go outside to YouTube. It says click on the video to watch. So this is just still information about the company of what I've put together, or these cake decorators. Now the rules that we have is, or I have is, if you give me content for the magazine, I will give you free advertising and I will add your links at the bottom. So you can see the Facebook page, the Instagram, and the website details are sitting right here, and they're all clickable links. And what I like about the magazine is this feature of paging to the next page. This is quite awesome to have that functionality. And yeah, you can see again as well, I've written the story about, this is my friend. I helped this friend of mine to launch her business. She actually did about $200,000 on her first day. It was absolutely amazing. Or 200,000, it was now dollars. Now I'm talking about rand. It's actually, I can't even know, but it was a huge amount of money.
A buttload of cash, no matter where you live.
Yes, and I brought her into Builderall, and that's when all these things happened. So I wrote a little article about her as well. So you can see, you can get the idea. And what I'm talking about, a visual experience, is looking at the magazine, you have the urge to see, okay, well, if this page look like this, what is the next page going to look like? You want to see what's happening on the next page. And all of these things that you guys see are obviously cake, by the way. I'm just letting you know. It's all edible. So you can see all these different kinds of things that I've added to this magazine, in-depth tutorials. I have to say that people went crazy when the first magazine was launched. They couldn't believe what they see. And so there is so much opportunity for a magazine, but I'm just going to go through it quickly so you can see the different kinds of areas. So these are all articles. This is a shop. They actually paid me to be in the magazine. And then that was also just extra ones. And here's some articles that I've done. Sometimes I would add articles. And this is where the main baby starts. As you can see, there I am in this little corner. There is a book that I've written about how to start a cake decorating business. Here they can learn more about the book and they can actually go and buy it. Then I've got business pages, find out more. It's a clickable button as well. And if they don't have a website, they can order a website. Here are some of the websites that I've created inside of Builderall for my clients. So you can see they're all cake decorating related. I've got that one, I've got Zinnember cakes, and I've got that person. So there's many of them. So that is where I sell that. And I've also owned an online cake pricing software that I've developed, that I've also added to the magazine. So you can see what I'm trying to do here and why I'm calling this an ecosystem. It's because I'm getting that client that gets my magazine free and they get value every month, but I also add opportunities for them to buy the certain different kinds of products that I own, as well as the affiliate marketing to some of these products.
I want you to listen closely to what she's saying. Spiritual and holistic entrepreneurs who feel guilty about taking money and pain points. I have to say it was hard for me, but once I understood, I'm helping them. So if I do a webinar and you leave and you're just happy and think, your problem solved, I have not done my job as a coach. So what you're doing is you give them, hey, here's my know, like, trust. Let's talk about what other tools and other ways I can work with you. It's your duty to help people is how I see it. Jacky's really good at what she does. I mean, when I see a magazine flip like that, I just get so excited once again. So don't think of it as, ooh, because I'm like, no, you have to leave them in pain. They have to get her magazine or they're going to be left behind. The other cake business people
Exactly.
are going to blow it up. So it's your duty, for me at least, to lead people to where they need to go. And that's what she's
Yes.
discussing here. Bingo.
And you can see on the last pages, I've got that you subscribe, because what do happen sometimes is the magazine gets passed on to another person. There's some people out there that are a little bit technical and they will find a way and to share a magazine without subscribing. So I am just I prompt them here that, you know what, you need to subscribe, because if you don't, you're not going to get it into your inbox every month. And then I'm just telling them if they want to contribute, there is some rules that they need to follow. And then they can submit their information right there. And then just the end of the magazine. So if I go back to the business edition and I'm trying to explain what I've done with the business edition, and I'm just going to click on it. I don't know how long it will open up, because sometimes it takes a while. Now, this do not look the same as the other magazines. It does somehow, but I'm saying this is more business orientated. You can see shop the bakery supplies. Here I just talk about how to start a cake business from home. So there again is bakery courses, and there's more setting goals. How do you need to set goals? How to manage your time? Here you can see at the bottom it says bakery insurance, learn more. So I'm going to show you what happens if I click on this. This is now going to AdSense, to my magazine on my site. You're going to see it says here, cake decorating business. Here sits the magazine. Here sits the ads. So I hope Google is not going to fire me for what I've done just now. But because of that, let me rather go out of it quickly. I get paid for every click that goes through this magazine to the AdSense page. And once I've done this test, again, you can see online workshops. All of this links to that specific page. There's one again at the bottom, cake shops. And once I've done that month, I really got a heart attack, because all of a sudden when I opened AdSense, I saw the amount of money coming in. It is amazing what this magazine actually did. So that I'm saying every magazine is different. This one was just called the business edition because I wanted people to learn more about planning your websites, getting all those things done. And it was quite a successful action. Now I'm stop sharing my screen because I want to stop share. There we go. On the end of the day, even if you decide you can't issue a magazine every month, even if you just create one very, very good magazine, you can really get so many subscribers by just doing that. And you can alter your content of that magazine, just the front page. People's not going to know you do that, especially if you are creating for new subscribers. Old subscribers is not going to subscribe to a magazine that they already subscribe to. So you can just change the front cover of the magazine and get new customers. Now, if you have done what I have done, you can take all of your magazines that you've done and can create a humongous ebook. I can take all that magazines now and create the biggest magazine ebook that's around out there. And I can sell it. This literally, I can remove all those magazines from my website when I feel like, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Now I'm just going to have this one big magazine. And that is going to be my lead magnet. So there's always method in the madness. When it comes to the magazine, I am really a frontier when it comes to that. I don't believe in any other method of lead generation at all, because I haven't had the experience doing it any other way. When I just started and I did my course, I had to do Facebook ads, and I landed up in Facebook jail like 4 times. And it was the worst experience of my life, because how can you tell me I can't tell people how to start a cake decorating business. What is against the rules there? Um, so that is
Jackie,
why I
I've been
decided.
in Facebook jail. Mine beats yours. I was doing a declutter class and I had a picture of somebody's messy garage and they said it went against their policy. I'm like, what, to help people get organized? What? I'm not big on
Exactly.
Facebook ads myself, you know. I like to do it organic like you. People can do
Yes,
that. Like I know a lady, she said I spent $1 million to make 2 million. And I'm like,
exactly. And you know what? These the people always come to me and say, "But Jackie, how do you get those organic traffic?" You know what? And you just go find those groups. And
yes,
I mean, there's lots of them in that specific niche areas. And if you are not in direct competition with that group, they're going to allow you to drop your magazine there. Because I would go to a cake decorating group where people are doing tutorials. And I
right?
say, you know what? I've got this magazine and it's full of value. You can add
Mhm.
your tutorials in the magazine. I'm going to give you free publicity. Can I put it onto your group? And people will agree because they get value. So it's all about giving value in return for something else, and then at the same time building your authority up to the point where you are known, like, and trust. And then the money starts following in.
You know, I would just, while you were talking, my mind is always like this. I'm a wood element, guys, and an emotional generator in human design. You understand me. They get it. So podcasts, and I do mini summits. I used to do summits that were 24 people. First, it's a lot of work and really hard. And who wants to listen? Who has time? Even now in COVID, nobody has time nor wants to listen to, oh, there's 50 speakers and 90 minutes each. It's like, no, thank you. Think of this eMagazine for like when I do podcasts. I could say what the podcast, put all the information right there, guys. People can subscribe to it. I can send it out once a month. This is who I interviewed. Go to my iTunes. Mini summits. I'm talking 5 people. How awesome would this be? Instead of giving just a uneditable PDF that people get so irritated because it looks like you can edit it and you can't, and you're just like, oh my gosh. Guess what, guys? Here I have, and we'll be doing this. You'll see Jackie in one of these. So there's Jackie, a picture of her. You got to hear her voice because we love accents. I guess I have a Minnesota accent. So they say. Yeah, sure, you betcha. Hey, you know Paul Bunyan is from my hometown, by the way. That's where these lakes came from. That's his footprint,
Uh-oh.
guys. Just so y'all know. So what's
Uh,
great is I can do a little video. She can introduce herself. She can have little testimonials in there, what she's going to teach, why you want to show up. You like that? Cool. Because when we do summits, we lead you somewhere too. You don't show up and listen to somebody for 45 minutes to an hour and then go, okay, that was cool. I'm not interested. No. What can I do? Link, click, boom, helping you, helping me, helping her. I mean, that's how I
exactly.
see it. It's endless. And where I got really excited is if you want to get on a podcast, you want to get on a summit, people go, oh, I can't do that. I'm just going to say that's bull. Because if you take an eMagazine and you make it what we call a one page, which would be several, do a little video and what you've accomplished and put links they can go check you out, they're going to go, what's this? Not only do I
Exactly.
want to be on your podcast, but what are you doing? I want that tool. And I can tell you, I'm working with a big player in London right now. And you just never know who the one person you reach out to goes, wow.
Exactly. Absolutely. I mean, I even had a publishing company that came to me and asked me if I could publish my magazine. But I declined that offer because I thought by myself, it is going to miss the point of being digital. And I'm a digital maniac.
Me too.
So for me, it
Ah,
was a question of, what do I want? Do I want people to control me, or do I want to have control of it myself? So I decided to keep that control inside of Build It All.
you know, that is a huge point right there is, are you living the life you want to live, guys? You know, are you being told what to do by other people? Obviously, you can tell my personality. I get fired from every job because I speak my mind. I speak the truth on what I see. And you can't be almost 60 and opened up 30 restaurants and you go work somewhere and they have a 17-year-old who's clueless telling me what to do. I have to be an entrepreneur to be happy. And I told Jacky, I balance it out, holistic and spiritual entrepreneurs. I'm going kayaking because it's 75 today. We had snow last week. I'm going kayaking. My greatest thoughts come when I'm chilled out. So, how can you guys use that eMagazine? And if you want more training, Jacky has it. Will you give me a link that I can put in the news and the email that goes out, and we can post it here too, guys? Um,
Yes, hold on a second. I'll drop it for you now.
You know why? Because when you're excited, you take action. And you just saw that little bit of that magazine. Incredible. Start using your mind. You can use video, you can use, different colors. Your mind of creativity is your imagination. Go get in groups. I just go in groups and listen to their pain points. I
Yes.
have no idea how to build a list and have someone follow me. I do.
I dropped
I
it
don't
for
know
you in
how
the
to make
private chat.
money. I do. So guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, this is all in Builderall. Builderall has over 40 tools. Now, in 2017, when I was in it, it had we were excited when we hit 20. Now it's like, oh my gosh, it's everything you need and desire under one hood. And what's great about it, I can tell you from being a programmer and doing WordPress, and it's like a Cadillac and a Chevy and a Ford all trying to get their parts fit together and work, and they never did. Everything here, it's all under one roof, and the support is awesome. And I can tell you, I mean, in this 2017, it was about, I'd give it 50%, 150%. I have not had a problem. Talk about speed. Cheetah just took off. You guys,
It's the
so
truth.
I mean, if
That's
you
the
want to
truth.
make money, it doesn't have to be just with the magazine. Pick one tool and get great at it. When you're out there
Exactly.
in a group, everybody's complaining about what they don't have or don't know. Bots, we got bots, membership sites, e-learning. You want to build your own app? Not a problem. E-magazine, we got you covered. Drag and drop, boom, boom. Oh, my favorite, one of them is a funnel builder. Build a blueprint. You don't even need to understand, guys. You know what you want. I want their email and I want to give them something. That one, click on it. Poof. All you have
And
to
don't
do
forget the CRM. Don't forget the CRM.
is, oh my
That's
God.
my second favorite.
So you do e-magazine and then or are you e-commerce? Oh, did we say e-commerce? We have our own marketing platform with how many? 300,000 people? What? What? Yeah, we got to do some
Yes.
CRM stuff. Nobody even talks about it or does any lives on it or anything.
Yeah, I've done a lot of training on it as already, but it's all in my YouTube channel.
And tell them what your YouTube channel is so they can go get training, guys. We are not in competition here. We all want you to succeed.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whose team you're on. We're all on
Yeah,
team
of course.
Builder
It's
all.
just Jacky de Klerk. My channel is called Jacky de Klerk. That's basically what it is.
Jacky de Klerk. In
Yeah.
Minnesota, Jacky de Klerk.
De Klerk.
Sorry if I said it wrong. I probably did at the beginning. Never be offended. I'm from Minnesota, okay? Be
Uh,
thoughtful. Made a
yeah.
lot of money speaking Minnesota and in Texas, honey, because only
No,
Lena and
definitely.
Ben jokes are from here.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
guys,
You know what? You talk about accents. I can't hear our accent. I don't know what I sound like. I can hear only what other people sound like, but I have no idea what I sound like. With me, it's normal.
it's funny because everybody thinks they're normal. They're like, well, we sound like the newscaster. That's us. And it's like, no.
No.
Have you listened to the Southerners down south? I moved from Minnesota. We talk really fast and we hold our O's and all that kind of stuff to holy buckets, Billy Bob, Joe
Uh,
Sue. What you fixing to have? We're like, so this
uh,
is fun.
yeah.
Look, I'm hanging out with a chick from South Africa and we can work together on different things. We're all so busy. So thank you for taking time out today. And guys,
It's a
don't worry about
pleasure.
technology. We're geeks. And when you get on a new platform, she hadn't used StreamYard before, takes a minute. On that
Exactly.
note, On that note, you are not an expert in Builder all in a day, are you?
No.
So how can they make money? Let's go through this one more time. There's several ways. So Jackie, why don't you give them two and then I'll give them two.
All right.
Builder.
You can add in Builderall as a whole.
Yeah, how can we make money
All
if they
right.
join with
So
us today?
they can build websites for being an agency, basically building websites for clients.
That's
And
what an agency is if you don't understand and you're thinking I could not do this. The templates themselves are so professional. You can't.
exactly.
And you charge what you want that person. You say $500, you're
And I
learning.
mean, you know what? There's so much. And if you can't build, we've got all these groups. I'm currently busy with a web design series in my group specifically.
I
So
send
there
my
is actually no excuse to say, but you can't do it. You can, because all the functionality, everything is inside of Build It All for you.
and
And then what about?
I'm not good at video, but watching video wrapper and that kind of stuff. Then, I went through Shelly with the webinar. I think everybody needs that platform. We could be live on
Absolutely.
the webinar platform right now if we wanted to. Not a problem.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
just busy, so it's like, oh, I can just get a code, and there you are. There's Jackie.
There you go. Absolutely. Then
Scripts.
the other ways we can do SEO. You can do SEO on page reports for people on Fiverr. You can
Search
advertise on Fiverr.
Search engine optimization, people. That's what that means. I'm going to read through a couple. Okay, we have the Cheetah Builder, the Funnel Builder, e-commerce. If you guys are on WordPress, we can integrate that for you. I'm sorry. We have the Chat Builder. We have the Webinar Platform, e-learning, App Builder. We have Booking. Oh, how did we miss the Booking one?
I don't know.
And
Booking
that
is
has
big.
estimate because I think there's more than 40 tools looking at this. Professional websites, professional emails. I mean, it's just endless what we could go on and on. But we're letting you know of all these tools, guys. You just can pick one and get good at it. Like, even if you're not a good writer, you could go through the script generator, print it off how they want it. You put in their niche, it builds everything. You can do a video sales letter. I mean, it's just, I'll do a training on that one again. It's been a while. So, guys, we want to help you. If you're interested, man, just click on any of those buttons that you see on all these different pages, because we're everywhere right now because we're on a mission. We in our hearts believe, or I do, that Builder All should be in every home to either help you as a business or help your students, help your kids, help you. If you've got extra time on your hands, we got plenty of things for you and plenty of training, and everybody helps everybody. We want you to be successful. Anything else, Jackie?
Just go out there and build something amazing.
Yeah, build something amazing. Use your creativity and stop listening to those negative Nellies. Negative Nellies, out of here. Poof. Be so positive. Negative people unfriend you and won't follow you because you make them mad. That's what I'm leaving this live with. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Boop, boop.